Rookie here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
It's Pat and JT on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. We are Pat and JT.
Yes, we are.
Those are our names, and thank you guys for listening to our podcast. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'm going to be trying some new things in the next in the coming weeks. Let's just say that. A little more video. We did some Facebook Lives last week when Rocket was here, about 10 days ago or so. When Rocket was here, had a blast doing that with him. That was kind of the first time. We'd done one before, but that was the first time we were at an event.
Yeah, it was fun.
And that was a lot of fun. Have some great comments coming in about Verzal seems to be like a really popular guest.
Yeah,
Matt Verzal.
My wife Beth loves Verz.
Well,
loves him.
And she is not alone, because just looking at the number of people that are commenting, and he happens to be on, what is the podcast that's on as we speak?
It would be 109. Yes.
Yeah. So he's on 109. A couple of people, Julie, Nikki, Taryn, all commenting, Kim, all commenting on episode 83. And unbelievably, there is an emoji for the wrench and hammer. Boom. And they look like throwing the bones is what it looks like, honestly. So
If you want to know what that means, go listen to episode 83.
And I can't believe I just said that.
You won't? Wow. I didn't even. How did I not think
You
about
didn't even
that?
catch that.
Didn't even
That
catch
went
it.
right over your head.
That was awesome. That was a good one.
So unless you heard the episode, you have no idea what we're talking about.
Funniest. Wrench is my new favorite descriptor.
I'm not going to use it, but it made me giggle. But I'm still like, oh my God.
We had a short little wrench conversation yesterday, but it had nothing to do with the size of anything. But how do I say this? I mean, it's a podcast. We can say whatever we want, but
Still be tactful. You can do that.
yeah. Well, Bennett's like, what does circumcised mean? Not
Okay.
circumcised.
Not?
Both. Like, what is the difference?
Okay.
So I was describing it to him what it was, and he's like, no way. And he said, so I got that done. Did I get that in Guatemala or in the States? I said, the States. He said, whew.
So
I said,
okay.
what does that mean? Why? Phew.
For anybody that's not familiar, I was thinking about this yesterday too. We assume a lot. There are people that have started listening that were not back in 2002 with us,
Right?
In 2005 and 2010, because they went through all the stuff that you guys went through, and talking about Bennett in Guatemala. Bennett's from Guatemala.
That's right.
He was born there.
Got circumcised there.
There you go. So
Didn't remember it, thank God, because it was a traumatic. He actually didn't get circumcised there. He got circumcised here.
Okay.
Like, welcome to the States, Snippy.
oh wow, there you go.
So I was trying to describe it. It's like, if you're not, okay, I'll say, first of all, you are. So if you're not, it would look, like a sock pulled over kind
there you
of
go.
situation.
Oh my God.
And he's like, not getting it. I'm like, all right, you know what?
He's not Googled it.
He hadn't. And I said, I'm going to. Here's what I did is we
Drop
went
the filter. Here we
we
roll.
went
Oh my God.
We went to my brother's girlfriend, her dad's house, has a pool in the backyard.
Yep.
Went there yesterday, and pizza, and all the kids are running around. It was fun. And the obviously the pool is in the backyard with a deck looking over on the second floor of the house, right? So we're on the main floor on the deck, the decking area, and I'm down there. I'm explaining this to Bennett about what this is. I'm Googling it, and I didn't want to show him an actual picture of
I got it.
uncircumcised wrench.
Okay.
So I found a doctor drawing, like an artistic. It's like it looks
Artistic rendition.
It looks like an anime wrench. That's what it looked like. So I found it.
Remember when you always said the other stuff looks like a what'd you say, an antlers? Yeah. Anyway.
Oh no, a moose.
The moose.
The ovaries and the thingy.
Ovaries looks
the
like
other
a moose.
the other ovary.
That was when your PE teacher was teaching you, right?
Mr. Ivers. Yep.
Yeah,
Never look
okay.
at a moose the same. And so
He's drawn it on the chalkboard, guys.
it was bump. It looked like Bullwinkle. Or Rocky, whichever
so
one
he
was the
grew
moose.
up with bad information.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, that's all right. Okay.
So I found the picture, brought it up on my phone, and it just so happened that I brought the picture up, I showed him, and he's like, okay, that's enough, and I just closed my screen on my phone, just closed them, and we were laughing, ha ha, yay, ha ha. Well, about 20 minutes later, I'm sitting there getting ready to grab my phone, and my brother's girlfriend's dad comes up on the balcony. He's like, hey, guys, I'm home. What's up? How's it going? And I'd met him one time before, super nice guy. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? And he couldn't hear me. I'm like, what's up? How's it going? Whatever. Mike walked over and started talking to him. He's looking straight down right at me. Turn over. I'm like, I'm going to check my Facebook. turn my phone on, and there it is, right on my phone, a big cartoon wrench, uncircumcised one, right there. And I shut it really super quick.
Not fast.
Mike's like, he had to see it. He's right there. He had to see it. He was looking right down. So
Maybe
here I am.
his vision's not that good.
I hope not.
Right?
I was pretty zoomed in.
Kugler vision. We'll talk about that here in just a second.
Thank you for giving there a little bit of a buffer between that conversation.
Yeah, we will. A little vision. We'll just give you a little room to breathe here before we get to that.
That's a good idea.
I was going to say too, when we got in here, you were a little perturbed right before we started recording for today. And this is something that's happened to you several times.
Yeah, I get triggered sometimes. There's a couple things that trigger me. Traffic triggers me. Can't stand it when traffic is slow and there's not an accident or construction. Triggers me.
I've been getting better about that, just because have a podcast on, listening to somebody else.
Yeah.
Deep breath. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna go there anymore. I can't do it. So yeah, get caught up in traffic.
Triggers
or
me.
In the 168th, we talk about the debacle. The 168th South of Pacific is, and other places too. But then you've got that person that has to turn left. They have to turn left.
Yeah.
And you got traffic backed up both directions. And for love.
That's a trigger too.
Okay, so
but here specifically at work, on the floor that we're at, I don't know how many employees you think are up here. Maybe 15, 20. I mean, maybe it might be high actually.
I've seen three men, two across the hall, one down there, and then maybe one,
four.
two,
Hello.
3, 4. Okay, 4. Sorry.
Thank you.
4 men.
Jeez.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 women.
Right.
I'm gonna say.
So not many.
No.
Not many at all.
No.
And we have 2 bathrooms that say one says men, one says women, and then there's a super secret bathroom that's not labeled, but you go in and it's a nice bathroom.
Yeah.
Everybody on the floor knows, right?
All the bathrooms are the same, by the way. I mean,
Right.
personally, I think they could take the labels off all of them and just say restroom on all 3 of them. Because they're you open the door, there's only one. It's not even a stall.
Well, there are elementary
It's a
schools all
bathroom.
over the country doing that anyway, aren't there?
They have, well, a little different.
Right.
But I'm just saying, this is like a bathroom in a house.
It is.
You open the door, you walk in, shut the door, and you are in a bathroom with a sink and a vanity and a toilet. And,
Right.
And there's no stalls. Only one person's going in.
It's a
at
one-holer.
time. Yeah. So there's no reason to designate because they're all exactly the same.
It makes me angry when I go up and the door is locked. And then I go to the other bathroom.
Secret bathroom.
And it's locked. Like there are 4 dudes on this floor, and at least 3 times a week I'll go out, secret bathroom locked, men's bathroom locked.
2 of the guys are synced up.
That happens when you work together. Men start cycling
I didn't
together.
know the guys cycled like that.
Colon cycling.
Colon cycling, I guess. I don't know.
It makes me angry.
But what do you want them to do?
I don't know.
I mean, seriously.
There's nothing they can do. It's a me problem.
They're just going to the bathroom. It's not like,
It's a me problem. And then I get mad when it's before 8 o'clock and I get up and they're locked. I'm like, who poops before 8 o'clock? and then I might not even be going.
Are you sure that's what they're doing?
I don't
or you
know
just
what
imagine
number.
that's what because they're in there for a while.
Right.
That's why you imagine that.
Yeah, they're in there for a minute.
Yeah,
So.
I understand. It's funny that you mentioned that too. Jack came home in the last few days, my dog, and he had been at boot camp. And he is a champ, man. We're learning each other. We went for walks this week, and it was phenomenal. And he wasn't having that overreactivity to other dogs. He was watching me, and it's really cool to go for a walk with him. When I stop, he sits and then he lays down.
That's nice.
And he just chill.
He's well behaved.
And he's doing great. And he comes back but one thing that Julie had said, who worked with Jack, is something about. I said when I've taken Jack on walks before, he never pooped. And I see people walking around, they always have the poop bags with them.
Oh, yeah.
He never pooped or peed when we went on walks. And she says, we always we take care of business before we go. She says, she's got him on a schedule. This is when you eat, then you outside, you poop, then you come back in, and then we do this and we do that, and we go for a walk, we come back, then you eat. Then
I thought the walk was the catalyst for pooping. Like it got stuff going.
But I think it's because when the cycle's off, when the schedule's off, that then you need that little extra boost, whatever, kind of give him a little incentive, not incentive. What am I looking for? But anyway, it kind of moves things along.
Kind of like a human when you have a smoke. If you need to poop, have a smoke and
coffee.
Coffee.
is another thing that does that to people. But it, when you get your rhythm off, do you have are you on a rhythm, or is it just happens?
It
Like
kinda,
sometimes you're just at Walgreens.
sometimes I'm in the middle of just at Walgreens and it just happens. And I can't go do that. Here we are talking about this stuff again. I'll just default to say sometimes it just happens.
So do you stay at Walgreens? Do you go, or do you leave?
I'll go.
Okay, because that's what it's there for. I was just gonna say.
Unless that one time I walked into Casey's bathroom and it was a disaster.
Oh, that's bad. Okay, yeah, and when that happens,
I won't go.
Did you tell them?
No.
You have to tell them.
I know. I should have.
You have to tell them because sometimes they just don't know, especially if there's girls working and it's the men's bathroom. Maybe they haven't been in there to check it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But yeah, she said about, Jack, he is on such a schedule.
That's good.
And
right?
so he gets up early in the morning and he has his breakfast and then he sleeps a little bit longer. Then he gets up, he goes out and he poops. And then we go to doggy daycare and then he comes home.
Awesome.
So he doesn't poop when we walk, which is amazing.
Well, can you send all these dudes on this floor to Julie for a couple weeks? Come on, boys.
We'll get him on a schedule.
Yep.
You need to eat, drink that coffee, whatever it is, it's getting your system going in the morning.
Let's get going.
You got to start that a little bit earlier, start that cycle earlier. Okay. All right. What we were going to do, because this episode officially came out on a Sunday, kind of social media Sunday is what we're going to call it. We didn't mean to go down that road, but it happened.
Because we tried voicemail Monday, but then social media Sunday has a nicer ring because it's like Super Soul Sunday with Oprah.
Right.
It just sounds better.
Whether or not it's a Sunday, we're going to pretend like it is.
Yeah, whatever.
So we got some voicemail, some messages, besides the wrench and hammer emoji, which I never knew existed until I saw it.
So awesome.
In the responses.
I love it.
But now we're going to go back to some voicemail.
All right, 402-403-9478. You can call our voicemail line.
Stop. Do you hear that?
Oh, that's that dog outside at that. I heard him barking this morning.
I want to call the cops.
Let's do.
It's the middle of the day. What's the temperature right now? I bet it's 75 or 80 degrees. Yep. That's awful. It's 80 degrees. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, whenever you want to play. I can hear the little guy whining.
Earlier and I'm like, what is that?
He was doing it the other day when we were recording as well.
Yeah, I remember hearing it too. Okay. Let's see. Here we go.
Mary Jo here. Hey, you guys were just talking about petrified lightning.
Yes.
I Googled it, and it says when it hits a sandy beach high in silica or quartz, the temperature goes beyond 1,800 degrees. The lightning can fuse the sand into silica glass.
Whoa.
Google it, and JT, I'm surprised you didn't. So it's pretty cool, but I don't think it's like really a drinking glass. It's more of a funky looking kind of thing.
Sure.
All right, guys. Great podcast. Appreciate it. Bye.
That's awesome. That's when we had Jim Phillips in, our meteorologist from Twitter, who is now our in real life IRL friend. And he came in and we were talking weather stuff. We were asking about petrified lightning, if that was a thing. And he hadn't heard of it.
But you 2 days in a row mentioned Sweet Home Alabama. You mentioned it with Vers the next day. And then, so that's.
Yeah, I did. I like that movie. But
that's a great movie.
Just for whatever reason, those little items, because if you saw Sweet Home Alabama, that's something that he turned into a business where he'd go out and gather where the lightning had struck, the lightning rods. He put the lightning rods out on the beach.
It's a great idea.
So he could make these,
if it works,
these decorative pieces. But it has to be a very specific kind of sand, like she said. Just saying. I don't know if they must have it in Alabama. Just saying. Okay.
Or it's just a movie.
Or it's just a movie.
People that are watching on our video that we're trying here, I keep pulling my
Why
shirt
do you
out
keep doing that?
Because my shirt gets tucked in my man boobs, like right underneath here. Like when I fold over, it gets tacked and I have to pull it out. It's so annoying.
Oh.
Okay, 402-403-9478.
Hey, Pat and JT. Heather here, or Cosmo9 on Twitter.
Yes.
If that helps. Just wanted to call and say hi and tell you how much I missed you and so glad that I can listen to you every day.
Aww.
I personally think that you should have done a 98.5 episode.
That's
just to get everybody's panties in a wad.
Dang it!
Why did we think of that?
Just so you know, my husband uses close-up toothpaste too.
Good.
Recently, he found cinnamon crust. He was super excited.
Oh.
JT, I can't wait till Jack gets home for news stories about Jack.
Aww.
I think it's awesome how much you love your dog.
Aw.
Thanks again, and can't wait to hear more and more and more and more. It is great to hear you guys again. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, Heather.
That's awesome.
Cosmo9.
Oh,
yes. Oh my God.
That's
So
funny.
cinnamon crest.
Yeah, I might try that.
Game changer, possibly.
It's probably double the price though.
Now, you said that close up was ADA approved. Does it have the stamp on it? It doesn't, does it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sure it does.
I'm kind of weird about that.
Can they sell stuff in stores that's not ADA approved?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can they?
Yeah. But it's like the ADA approval little stamp that comes. Not even all the Listerine bottles have ADA approval on them. There's only certain ones that do. I don't know why, but not all of the flavors do.
I'm like one cavity my whole life, and I've used Close Up for a very long time.
Well,
so
you know what? You should just roll with what brought you to the party.
I'm gonna dance with who brought me. 402-403-9478.
Okay.
Hi, Pat and JT. This is Stephanie. I don't know if you remember, but I am the Star Wars guy's wife. He called in a few times. Anyway, it's so great to hear you guys are back. I'm apparently...
I heard the shame. It registered in your voice. Right? It did.
But she knows.
Yeah.
That's the identifier.
She knows.
The last one to the game. I just started listening last week. I'm on episode 18. JT, I have missed your laugh like nobody's business. And Pat, obviously, you're hilarious chaos. So thanks for coming back. Also, I just got done listening to episode 18 and hilarious about hiding the bodies. JT, this is why you and I need to be best friends. Hugely into true crime. It's not a weird thing, Pat. Leave her alone. Okay, miss you guys. So glad you're back on and look forward to hearing more episodes. Bye.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Stephanie just found us. She just found it. And by the way, guys, in case you didn't know, on iHeartRadio also.
Yeah,
so
effective just like 2 days ago.
So on your smart speakers, you can ask for iHeartRadio, and it's Pat and JT podcast.
That's right.
So just another way you can find us. So that's awesome. I love the Star Wars guy.
You can you can leave us voicemails like that at 402-403-9478. A quick little confirmation too for my consultation at Kugler.
Yeah.
I did speak to Caleb yesterday.
Oh my God! Finally, Pat.
I know, and
you're like
early next.
What they say, like nailing Jello to a tree. It's hard to get a hold of you
when you have two very busy, very good-looking, and handsome people trying to connect, trying to fit. Caleb and I.
Is?
Yeah. So we're next week
trying to set a hookup here.
Dr. Kugler and Stunts are going to be in next week on our podcast to hang out, and so we're going to.
Dr. Kugler is for sure.
He wants to try to time it so it's kind of right after that. So
why didn't they? I wanted it to be before that.
Well, we all don't get what we want
because
I wanted
then
it
you
too,
could
and they
be
didn't have
able
any time available. There's only so many rooms in freaking Kugler Vision. They're not going to build one for me or bring in a tiny home.
It's been a month. I wanted what I wanted. I wanted it to be before so you could speak with authority about what you experienced.
I know.
For Lord's sake.
I know.
Well, in the
Caleb
meantime,
and I are trying. You want to get off Caleb's back. It's not his fault. It's not my fault. It just happened.
Well, in the meantime, I will say thank you to Kugler Vision, though, for supporting the podcast. And also for putting up with Pat.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear the stories after the consultation, which, by the way,
you'll hear the stories.
I was going to say, you are going to, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be something we're going to get to experience the consultation with Pat and kind of go through all the steps.
It'll be super fun
as you go through it. But if you want to get a consultation, if you have glasses or contacts, and Pat's going through the consultation just so he can relate to you better. I went through it last year, and he's had the procedure. I've had the procedure, but you go through the consultation, it can also tell you where you are. And now, because it's been a while since you had the procedure and how your eyes are doing, because everybody's eyes get worse. Everybody's eyes get worse. So even when you have the procedure, it's like it gives you a reboot.
Yeah.
And so you get to go back, dial it back a few years, but they're going to progressively, they will change. Your eyes will change, I should say, not necessarily get worse, but they will change. And they want to keep track of that and monitor it. And if they can help you with something, if there's something that can clear things up for you so you can #see Omaha, they're going to suggest it or offer it to you so you can make your own decisions. But the testing is about eye health, eye vision, getting you out of contacts, getting you out of glasses so you can enjoy life and not have to worry about
making it less complicated.
I'm out
and
of
remembering.
contact solution.
Right. We have enough stuff to remember, let alone that
Don't
kind of
sit
stuff.
on my glasses.
And when your glasses do break or somebody sits on them or like they get bent out of.
Did you ever wear glasses that you had taped?
No.
I did. That's the only pair I had. I had to wear them because we were traveling. My contact, I couldn't put my contacts in my eyes because my eyes weren't having
What kind
it.
of tape? Did you have the white tape? Was it broken in the middle or
It
on
was
the
electrical tape.
Oh, that's
and it was
even-
on the side. It was the little arm right on
So
the
that's
edge.
not as
it wasn't
bad, but
awful,
still,
but I
you
could see it
know.
on the lens.
And it wasn't perfectly square, I'm sure.
Let's just say a pro didn't wrap it. So
It's not a shock.
So you want to avoid that fiasco? KuglerVision.com. Sign up for the consultation. Get yourself hooked up.
And we want you to be part of our social media next Social Media
Yes.
Sunday, as when this episode
whenever
was
it
released. So it's Pat and JT, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, 402-403-9478. We would love to get a voicemail from you.
402-403.
Whist.
Thank you.
Pat and JT Podcast. A Parkville Media Production.